Hey guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. This is for Wednesday, the 20th of June. I'm super excited today to use this deck, the Aquarian Tarot, because it was published in 1970, so it's been out there for ages, and obviously it's successful to stay in print this long. So I'm really interested in seeing what this is because the Morgan Greer kind of reminds me of this, and that is one of my favorite decks. In terms of my deck, I'm still on that. I got in touch with Lo Scarabeo again yesterday. But it's really an interesting example of, I'm a triple earth sign in astrology. I have a rising Taurus, Sun Virgo, and Moon in Capricorn. And, earth signs are so practical. Earth signs get things done. This is where you really see the other side of earth signs, where we have the potential to really get stuck. I mean, it's a simple process if you think about it. You hire an artist, then you either decide to self-publish them, so you get some company that does cards for, $1 a card or something, and then you get a couple of decks made. Or you go with a publishing company, and you make a proposal and they accept you and off you go. And that, it sounds very doable. As an earth sign, sometimes taking that practical action, I don't know about you guys, but I just want to clarify that about earth signs because we can tend to get stuck. So I think the way to get unstuck is to, rather than just do it myself, what I did last night before I went to bed is I got on my knees and prayed, and I handed it over to the universe. If I'm meant to have a deck of cards, then I'm meant to have a deck of cards. And I'm going to keep doing the legwork, obviously, and listening to the guidance now, and see what happens with it. And it may be that nothing happens, and it may be that something does happen. Okay, enough about me. Let's use the Aquarian Tarot to find out. And the cards are super small. They're really nice and small. You can hold them in the palm of your hand, so that's lovely, and I like the back. Let's see what Wednesday is about. So we have the Five of Rods, the Chariot, again, hooray, success and victory, hooray. And the Six of Pentacles, interesting. I always say interesting, don't I? I look at it, and because it is interesting, it really is interesting. Okay, so first of all, the Five of Rods is a trivial conflict with other people. You can see these boys or young men, young noblemen. He's even got a helmet and armor on, so it may not be that trivial. But they're really, each one has their purpose and this flower that they want to blossom and grow. And they feel their light is being kind of stifled by all these other competitors that are around. It's like in the jungle. If you're this little tree who wants to get to the top, you have to break through the canopy at the very, very top to actually get some light. And it's very competitive as well. So that energy is around today. But what I'm really focused on is that each one has this blossoming flower, which you don't usually see in the other decks. The rods usually have leaves on them, but this emphasizes the growth element of the rods by putting a flower on top. And it's really about having a desire to do something in your life. So trying to manifest that and connecting with like-minded people. I mean, this is not the traditional meaning of the card, but this is what I'm getting today, that this is about having a dream and a desire that you want to manifest and connecting with like-minded people. There can be conflict in terms of someone says, oh, okay, I think you should tweak your idea and you should do it this way. And then you go off and you feel offended. Or someone says, that's a great idea. I'd love to help, but, I've got to get back to the cooking and taking care of my kids, blah, blah, blah. So you may not get support from other people, but you could share it. But that's not what it's about. It's about really taking your dream. And I keep pointing at him, but it could also be him or him. So this is you or me. You've got a desire, you've got a dream that you want to manifest. Stay away from other people who've also got plans because, too many cooks spoil the soup or whatever. Or if you're around a lot of competitive, busy people who've each got, who feel under pressure and they need to get things done, if you're all around each other, it can become like a bit of a, you can get cabin fever and you can drive each other a little bit nuts. So take your own passion and make it happen. We've got the Chariot here. The Chariot is the 7th card of the major arcana, and it represents victory and success and triumph. So it's different in this deck. So I'm just trying to look. We've got the wheels there. We've got this here. I'm not seeing that. What is that? Is that the path he's on and we're seeing it through him? And the sword is kind of cutting open the front view, I guess, or a view through him to see what path he's on. Okay, I get it. Okay. So he's on a path. The wheels are rolling to success and victory. The sword is simply there to allow us to see the path that he's traveling on. He's got a star on his head, and a star is this point at the very top represents spirit. The 2 points on the side represent fire and air, and these 2 at the bottom are earth and water. And that means that this person is moving towards success and being triumphant because he listens to his guidance. He doesn't just do it by himself. He asks the universe for help, and then he uses his practical skills to move forward in life. So if you have something you want to manifest and you feel strongly about it, you either want to manifest a wonderful career, or you want to manifest a relationship, or you want to manifest a project, like a deck of tarot cards, or if you want to manifest better health, you want to manifest moving to the dream place that you've always wanted to move to. That's a life-changing passion and purpose. And that takes a little bit of planning, but it's doable. Anything is doable as long as you don't let yourself be blocked by the obstacles. And finally, we've got the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles is the have and have-nots card. So sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It's the eternal scales and balance of life that they're always, in the universe, the balance always kind of stays the same. It's never thrown out. And in your personal life, you will also find that there's a sense of balance, and a sense of rhythm, particularly because it's very, very rarely exactly like this, that every part of your life is totally balanced out, and that love and money and children and happiness and work and leisure time and love life and physical connection, that they're all super balanced all the time. We have ups and downs in all of these areas of life, but the 6 of Pentacles is usually in the tarot represented as a wealthy man handing out money to poor people who are down on their luck. He's up at the moment. In this case, he's up all the time. He's sitting there, he's solid. He is almost like, rather than being a generous gentleman, he seems almost like a banker. And he almost seems like someone who adds up the numbers and climbs the ladder and makes sure everything is balanced before he gives a loan. And the clothing almost gives him a level of authority. So there's a financial opportunity here today, or a practical opportunity today, a physical opportunity. Remember, Pentacles rule this planet. They rule anything to do with the earth, the body, your daily routine, and work. So they rule quite a lot of aspects of your physical existence here on planet Earth. And the 6 of Pentacles represents an opportunity. So usually the guy that's up is giving money, which means that today you have more than enough to be able to achieve the things you want. At other times in your life, you may be down and it may be much harder to do this thing that you're looking to manifest. Today is not going to be hard to do it because you're up. In this case, the banker gives you a loan. You have the opportunity to get more money. If you take a risk and you're like, I want to manifest this, and I'm going to put in the legwork while listening to the universe, and that divine message that's telling me to do something, and I'm going to keep moving forward with it, then you will gallop your way towards an open door, an opportunity that you reach in your life, and it will allow you to bring more balance and more satisfaction and fulfillment and things working in your financial life if you take this trip forward and if you keep pursuing the things that you want. But you have to put in the legwork, you have to make the effort. No one's going to do it for you. We've also got like a full house if I were a poker player. No, it's not a full house. It's a, I don't know what it is, but it's a 5, 6, 7. I think if you're playing like card games with family, that counts as something. But I find that interesting because 5, 6, 7, there's a natural flow to all of this. You know, you have an idea, you feel like there are opportunities that you can pursue, and you feel motivated to gallop forward and pursue them. Simple as that. 6 and 5 is 11, and 7 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is spirituality and completion. So 1, there's a great chance that this thing can be completed and done and actually dealt with. But also, if you don't want to do this by yourself, then allow your guides or even ask for help from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, the higher power, your animal familiar, God, the creator, the universe, the angels, higher beings, Jesus, Buddha, whoever you work with. Ask for help and say, I have this desire. I want to do it. I don't know how. I feel uncertain about it, but I can see an opening. So please help me take this opportunity or to continue to be practical and constructive in my thinking so that I can be victorious. Amen. Thank you. And that's the way, in my experience, it works. Because the more I get involved in things, the worse they turn out. And that's a huge thing for someone to say. I mean, I would have never said that in my 20s. I would have thought I am the shiz, you know, like I know what I'm doing and stuff. And you have to fall on your face a couple of times before you realize that you aren't the bee's knees and that you do need some help. Some people never fall on their face, and good for you. You guys, you can do it off your own kind of sense of power, and you can feel really wonderful about yourselves. But some of us aren't like that, and it's just a different way of working by allowing kind of these benevolent forces in that support us on our journeys. And I think that's much better anyway, because none of us are going to get out of here alive. The whole point of it is spiritual. So the more you connect with the spiritual while you're here on earth, I think there's something really good about that. And I think the universe wants us to connect with it while we're here. That's why it gives us so many signs and we have these miraculous events in our lives. Anyway, have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. I use the tarot, also astrology and numerology in my private readings. The astrology chart gives me a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, where you've been in past lifetimes, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what's destined for you in terms of moving and love life and career and money, and also what's coming up in future in those areas. I can also answer questions like, when's the best time to move, or is this the right guy for me, or is this the best house, or should I keep looking? I can answer all of those kind of things, so please do get in touch via the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. The deck I used today was the Aquarian Tarot, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.